Hi everyone. Today I'd like to talk about a topic that I've been researching a lot and thinking a lot about lately, and that is evolution. So first, let's just clarify. This video I will be talking about macroevolution, which is the idea that all species have a single common ancestor, some single-celled organism many millions of years ago. That theory is false. That is illogical, and I'm going to talk about that in this video, but I'm not talking about microevolution or adaptation, which is just the idea that a species can change over time and adapt to its environment to help it to survive in whatever environment it's in. This is what Darwin observed on the islands of the Galapagos when he was looking at the finches and the different beak sizes that they had. That's something that we have observed and noticed, that if you have a beak size that helps you get more food, then you will see more of that beak size in the future because those birds are able to survive better. So, of course, I'm not saying anything bad about microevolution or adaptation. That is confirmed. We all know that happens. However, macroevolution is something that has not been observed or confirmed. In fact, the entire idea of macroevolution is that mutations somehow can add information which has never been observed. We've never seen a mutation add any kind of information or add any kind of functionality. The vast majority of mutations are negative. Very few of them are helpful, and when they are helpful, it's just because of random dumb luck, and many of them are actually fatal. So we would have seen a positive mutation if they were possible. We've done a lot of experiments on this. In fact, we've observed over 3,000 consecutive generations of fruit flies looking for this positive mutation, looking for this mutation that adds information. It just doesn't happen. It's never been observed. And the fact that evolution has been so widely accepted without even knowing that it's possible that we could have evolved from a single celled organism is very surprising to me. We've never even seen a mutation that could make evolution possible, and yet it's so widely accepted. And as a side note, I do kind of want to just mention abiogenesis is also impossible. We've never observed life coming from non-life, even in a controlled environment in laboratories. Scientists have never been able to produce life from non-life. So the idea that this just happened randomly billions of years ago is kind of hard to believe when we can't even make it happen on purpose right now. So I am a Catholic. I am a Christian. I believe in the Bible. I believe in a literal 6-day creation. I believe that God created all the different kinds, and within those kinds, the species can adapt to their environment and change. Um, but there are limits to that change. And it would be so easy to falsify my belief system. It would be so easy to disprove what I believe in. All that would be needed is a single genuine missing link. That would disprove my entire belief system. And I say this as a challenge to any evolutionist out there. Please show me the genuine missing link. I've looked at them. They've all been frauds. They've all been hoaxes. There is no missing link. But it would be so easy to prove my position wrong if it was wrong. Um, and this brings me to kind of my conclusion, my final point. Evolution is built on lies and hoaxes. All of the missing links that we've seen in the past were lies and hoaxes. Nebraska Man was a hoax perpetuated by Harold Cook, Henry Osborn, and a couple of others. They deliberately used a pig tooth as evidence, pretending it was an ape-human hybrid because they knew pig teeth and ape/human teeth were easy to confuse. They submitted their finding in 1922 after holding on to it for 5 years, a little bit suspicious. They Their intended purpose was to deceive the public and to influence judicial policy regarding the teaching of creation and evolution in public schools, because at that time, teaching evolution in public schools was illegal because it didn't have any evidence to support it. So this uh, Nebraska Man hoax was a big part of what shifted public perception at that time and kind of shifted the minds of the people at the Scopes Monkey trial, which eventually made it legal and now very common to teach evolution in public schools. So that's the foundation of what um, our public schooling is based on is hoaxes and lies. Another huge hoax is the Lucy hoax. It was a skeleton discovered in 1974. This skeleton, whereas the Nebraska man is publicly discredited now, evolutionists don't pretend that that was real. They know it was a pig tooth. That's provable. The Lucy hoax is often still held onto as some kind of missing link or an ape-human hybrid. It's widely accepted by evolutionists to this day. They believe that Lucy walked upright. The most incredible part of Lucy's skeleton was that her hip bone is very human-like, and the hip bone indicates that she walks upright like a human, her and her species. Um, what they conveniently forget to mention, however, is that this is only after a room full of evolutionists took a buzz saw to the hip, destroyed it into several pieces, and then reconstructed it to their liking and according to their imagination. So this isn't any kind of reliable evidence. This is something that the evolutionists could have very easily destroyed because it didn't match up with their preconceived notions and then reconstructed according to what they believed it should look like. So the Smithsonian, for example, doesn't even allow you to look at um, Lucy's species and their skeletons. It's very difficult to find these skeletons. Lucy's the one that's paraded around as if it's this huge discovery because that was the hip that was destroyed and reconstructed according to the evolutionist school of thought. So I hope you guys like this video. I'm hoping to make some more evolution videos soon, but I just wanted to make a quick one and kind of point out some of the basics of why I do not believe in evolution and why I think it's a big farce. Thanks.